Hey guys, welcome to another video. Losing really hurts. Yesterday, I shared a story from Brandon. Is it Brandon 1512, 1521? Your screen name on YouTube, where he shared a story on his birthday. Went to the casino with $1,500, won $30,000 after taxes, $22,000. Long story short, well, it wasn't really a long story because you know how this ends. Well, how it should have ended, I'll get into that. But anyway, he lost everything on his birthday. Taking $1,500, losing everything, going on high roller mode. And Brandon, how I guessed what you did, I know. Believe me, I know what we go through. I know that high. I know that injection. It's like crack cocaine. Nothing can stop us now. $30,000 hit. He lost everything on his birthday. He went from thinking about what an amazing birthday gift to maybe a couple of hours later crying in his hotel room. All right. Although I've never won that much money in my life, it's never 30,000, man. Never 30,000. I've won on a smaller scale, but I never gave it back. Why? Because these wins are so few and far between. That kind of win. Now, I'm not telling you guys this, and especially for Brandon, I'm not telling you this, and I'm not sharing this, and I'm not talking about you for you to feel worse than you already are, probably. Brandon, did you request them to take the taxes out right away? If it was me, I would have got the whole sum, because I would have just matched it with whatever I've played throughout the year. With your story, I know it hurts, man, but how did I guess what you did? That you were on NG mode. The power of NG was with you. You were like NG, $100 spins. A guy that takes $1,500 to the casino, all of a sudden, I can only imagine the high. I can only imagine what you were going through. And then the losing starts. And what do? You go to blackjack, betting $100 a hand. You're sweating at this point. You're looking around. You're beside yourself. You cannot believe what you just done. You're in a hole. All your hopes and dreams shattered. Your story stung. It stung. You know, it wasn't even me, and it hurt. I can only imagine. I was having nightmares for you, Bran. Your birthday present. A gift from the casino, $30,000. Okay. All right, we're not Marty McFly and Doc Brown. We don't have a time machine. We can't go back into the DeLorean and go back in time. We can look ahead in the future. Steps forward, not steps back. As much as you think about this loss, Brent, as much as it hurts and stings, you cannot go back and change it. So, what was going on through your mind? What was going on in your head? Was that not enough for you? And I'm not trying to get on you, man. Every time I've won 5, 6, 10. The most I've ever won is 15. Every single time I've left there with cash, because I know that's some good money. I know that's good money. Yeah, I've left money on the table. Sure. Not every single time. I take that back. There's been times where I won 6,000, I gave it back. There's been times where I won 4,000. So it's safe to say anything 8,000 and up that I've ever won, and that hasn't happened a lot of times, I've always realized it and I've always left. That's good money, man. That's money that I didn't have. That's money that I can do something with. Not to mention 25, 30,000, okay? Let it sting. I'm glad it stings. Let it sting, Brand. You know why, Brand? You'll never do it again. You'll always remember this screw up where the power of NG was with you. The power. I thought I was Vegas Matt. I am going to hit another big one. What were you chasing, bro? What were you chasing? Tell us in the comments. What were you chasing? What wasn't it enough? Were you going for $100,000 from 1,500? Man, oh man. Man, oh man. Whew, man. I didn't have my coffee today. It's kind of late, but I got to take a swing of this. Because, man, thinking about your loss makes me want to spike this thing. The reason why I tell you to let it sting, Brand, is because you're going to learn from this crap. You're going to learn from this mistake. You're not alone. It happens every single day at a casino. Somewhere, someplace, some high limit room, somebody wins something huge and something happens in their brain. They get on this like roller coaster ride of emotions. Oh my God, I can't believe I have that much money. I can't believe I have that much money at my disposal where I can't afford to make $500 bets now. I can afford to make $1,000 bets on blackjack. It's their money. No, it's your money. You deserved it. It's your birthday. Happy belated birthday, by the way. I know, man. I know. Thanks, buddy. You're probably thinking, thanks, jeez. It is your money. You deserve it. Finally, you win something big. We dream. Why do you think I go there and try my ass in these slot machines? Because I want to be like you. I want to feel that 5-figure hand pay over 20,000 once in my life. Never done that. By the way, Hong Kong slots, heard of you hit 7 or 8 of them. Everything you said in your comment on yesterday's video, Hong Kong slots, check them out, is true. He's been there. He's done that. He's in the slot influencer game. But he's real. He's a realistic player. Doesn't sugarcoat anything. It's not all record breaking for him. It's realistic play. He's a real slot channel that shows the realities of gambling at a higher level. He's a gambler. He knows. A lot of people know. And a lot of people learn. Taking $1,500 on your birthday, turning it into $30,000 out of nowhere. You found that money. It came to you. You hit a jackpot. Can you imagine what we would have done with that money? Can you imagine? You know what I would have done? I would have put it in a safe, like I said, and then when my trip was over, if I was in Vegas or something, if I couldn't go home right away, after Vegas, after wherever I was at, man, oh man, I would have been online. I would have been ordering up shit. I would have been buying things that I really, really wanted, but I held back on. That lens, that camera, I'm into that kind of thing. A new microphone, like things that I want. Things that I really don't want to spend my money on, but hey, if I find money somewhere, I'd book a vacation right now. Don't go to Paris, don't go to Italy right now. It's the hottest ever it's been in 100 years over there. I would have been booking trips. I would have been just loving it, and I would have taken a break. Why go back? If the casino gave it to me finally, if the casino rewarded me that big payout, I would have felt accomplished. I would have felt like, hey, finally, mother effer. Finally, you give me something, you piece of crap casino. Finally. And that's real finally. So anyway, I bring this up because losing sucks. What do you guys do? I'm going to transition to what I was going to originally talk about. But when I read Brand's comment, Brand, don't gamble like that again. Brand, don't. Your name is Brandon. So Brandon, don't gamble like that again, my friend. Hopefully you learn your lesson, man. And you know what? Like I said, I'm piling it on because I want you to learn your lesson. I read that comment today. I said I'm going to start the segment off with your story. How I guessed you did this, you did, and I was right. You started playing big. Never change your betting habits. Okay, do an occasional couple of $100, whatever. If you never felt like betting, if you've never felt like spinning $100 spin ever in your life, do like 2 or 3 and that's it. Fine, $500 just to see how fast you're gonna lose that money. I would never spin $100 spin ever. That's too big. Well, what's the point? Anyway, why I started your story, because I'm going to transition to this, okay? Losing. What do you guys do when you experience this kind of shit at a casino? And by the way, this kind of shit, it's not the casino's fault. It's your fault. But what do you do? How do you transition from that walk of shame to everyday life? And I'm talking, and I really want to specifically hone in on the people. Not the occasional gambler that goes and gambles whatever they can afford to lose, their budget, $500,000, $2,000, okay, now back to work. I want to really hone into those people that take the money that they cannot afford to lose. People that go to the casinos, degenerate gambling wipes them out, wipes their accounts clean. I'm animated today, guys. I'm animated. I'm energized. It's not the morning. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The person that goes, gets on tilt, loses everything, wipes their accounts clean, takes money after money after money out, will cash advances, does whatever, and at the end of the night has hit rock bottom. Walking the ultimate walk of damn freaking shame. Wonders what the fuck, because I gotta say this because it's so damn what they're gonna do. Those people I want to hone in on. That person that really has no way to turn after this bad move. For whatever reason, you went to the casino, you lost everything. You're that kind of person that lives paycheck to paycheck and goes and tries to win more money and loses everything, and you just threw away your paycheck. You didn't even have money to buy food. You didn't even have money to put gas. You didn't have money for anything. No money at all. And you're not getting paid for another 2 damn weeks. What the F did you do? How do you deal with that kind of devastation? Tell me. Now, this is very desperate gambling. This is very desperate, degenerate. You shouldn't even be there person. You shouldn't even be gambling. But for whatever reason, you take 500. You think, okay, I could afford 500. I just gotten paid. I'm going to gamble 500. You get pissed off. You withdraw your whole savings, your whole checks. What do you do after that? How do you cope with it? Believe it or not, I know what you're thinking. You guys are probably thinking I'll never get to that level. You don't know how many times this kind of shit happens to people. I've seen people so devastated, so lost. When you look at their eyes, when you pass them by at the casino, shaking their heads, even crying. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, even crying. I've seen gals, guys, gals, kid, like 20 something year olds, crying, sitting there depressed, waiting for their car at the valet, cussing at people. F this place, F gambling. Yeah, I've seen it all, I've heard it all. You know, guys, like, look. You're not going to hear this kind of detailed message on any other slot themed gambling channel that, it doesn't get talked about enough. Why? Because it doesn't sell tickets to the big game. It doesn't sell tickets to the big game. By the way, are you guys watching FIFA? Is your country still in it? I don't know if you guys knew this. My mom's side is from Uruguay. My mom was born in Uruguay, South America. What's going on with my mom's country? They used to be a really strong football team. Now they're like barely like tying games, and they're not dominant. Uruguay and Argentina have a rivalry. You know what I mean? They're near. They're countries that are alongside each other. Argentina's way bigger, but it's the same kind of culture, same kind of food, language, dialect. Everything is almost the same. But they have a rivalry, right? Argentina's kicking ass. Uruguay, what are you doing? Too much mota or what? Uruguay and the younger generation want to feel cool. Anyway, yeah. How do you deal with that kind of devastating loss? What does that make you want to do? That makes you want to throw up. That makes you want to say F gambling, never coming here again, never doing this, never doing that. But what happens? You get paid again, you go back. If we don't learn from our big mistakes, we're down to repeat them over and over and over and over again. Brandon, let me tell you something, bro. Never, ever think that you're going to win those losses back. Don't look for it. Don't chase it. Don't chase it with your own money. Don't think that you're going to go and you're going to make those wrongs right with your own money. That kind of windfall does not happen all the time. It doesn't even happen at all. But somehow, for some reason, all the stars aligned for you that day. So don't go back. Don't start chasing. Don't do anything stupid. Or else it's going to lead you to this path of destruction, addiction, degenerativeness. I mean, look, you left with the single $100. You probably lost your $1,500 that you brought. Hopefully you didn't dig in. What's done is done. Just move on. Forget about it. Forget about it. Just think about that you did not go there. Think about you didn't go to the casino and you didn't gamble. Just go to your car and go home, man. You want a quarter for the bus? My fake California, New York accent. I wish, you know what? I wish I had a New York accent. I think it's cool. Watch too many mobster movies. Real talk over here, guys. Real talk at Storytime Slots. We talk about things that everyday people go through. The real discussion here. It's real talk. Real gambling talk. So I want you guys to hit that subscribe button if you have gambling friends that don't know about Storytime Slots. Introduce them to my channel, guys, because we're almost at 10,000 subscribers. I want to hit that milestone before my 1-year anniversary on the channel. So help me out, man. It doesn't cost you a thing. I've been there. I've done somewhat of the same stuff, like leaving money on the table. Not that big, but I've left money on the table. It made me feel really, really mad. It made me feel like a loser. It made me feel like what I was chasing. What the hell was I thinking? There's nothing we can do, guys. Just the only thing we can do is just learn from it and never repeat that. The thing that happens, and then I read another comment where, I forget your name, but yesterday's video where you say, we plan on it. We plan on doing this. We have discipline. We say we have discipline. But when we get there, everything goes out the window. Something happens to us and everything, the plans change. Everything goes out the window. I've been dealing with it so many years. I think it was you that said me and my wife want to quit from now on. Well, good luck to you. It's not a bad decision. It really isn't a bad decision. You know, if this is really getting you, if this is really like taking over your life, where if you're just thinking about it constantly, then there's no other choice but to take a step back. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, realizing that you screwed up, realizing that, you know, you messed up is the hardest thing in the world. You can blame others for everything. But when you sit down and you just say, hey, you know what? It's my fault. Then you are the man of man. It's the hardest thing in the world to do is to own it. To own up to the mistakes. It's the hardest thing in the world. But once you realize the issue, once you recognize what's going on here, and you find the problem, that's when you can start dealing with the problem. I knew my problem when I was in high roller mode years back. I knew that was a problem. I knew I didn't want to go back. I knew I did not want to continue this. Even when I used to go to Commerce Casino, my poker and Pan 9 days, and I remember that Pan 9 crappy game over there with the pan. Family picture. Man, I have so many memories of that place. Commerce Casino. Still smells the same. Garage lighting, crappy people. Corporation. Come. Ayah. That's where I got the ayah from. Even those Commerce days, you know, I recognized the problem on Halloween night. Did you watch my Halloween video? Halloween night, sometime back, I realized that this is it. I spit at that place and I left and never stepped foot in there again. Commerce Casino. Dirty ass chips. The hundreds are white and they're all dirty and crusty and. But yeah. Oh man, it stings. But when we mess up, when we lose, we have no other choice but to self-reflect and to just think about what we went wrong, where we went wrong. It's never too late to turn a corner. Even if that means quitting, if that means going from high roller to just whatever, low rolling it. I knew I had another option. I knew in my high rolling days it was getting bad. And I knew that I had an option. It was either quit or be like everyone else and bet a couple bucks a spin, or, you know, like, who am I that I'm making $50 or $100 bets on blackjack? Like, I'm no multi-millionaire. A lot of money, man. A lot of money. 300 bets, 500 bets on blackjack, $1,000 bets. I know, man. The rush is high. When you're up there, you're winning. You're putting your the first hand's 500, the next hand is 750. You're winning another 1,000. That rush. If you've never experienced that rush, that moment, that nothing feels like that. Okay, I'll be honest with you. It's a great feeling. Okay, I'm not gonna deny that. That feeling that Brandon had, having that power of NG. The power, right? There's no other feeling like it. It's a powerful feeling. Especially when somebody doesn't bet that big and they're all of a sudden have the funds to do it. There's that energy. There's that like, nothing could stop you now feeling. Man, it's a tricky thing. This gambling losses is tricky, guys. Because gambling is it's a thing where a lot of people use it as entertainment and fun and can control themselves. A small amount of people, but the majority can't control. Go there and lose control. And it leads to money gone. You look in your wallet, there's no cash in there. What happened to all my money, damn it? What happened to all my money? I'll tell you what happened to all your money. You gamble it away. And you know what? I'm talking from experience, man, because I hate that damn feeling. Hopefully I don't get a lot of glare. This thing cracked. The glass over my lenses on my phone cracked. So I got to replace the protector, not the phone, the protector. So it's giving me these weird kind of effects on the lens. I feel like I'm Steven Spielberg. I feel like breakdancing. What movie is that from? I feel like breakdancing. So, yeah. Update my gambling. I went back. Just played my free play. I haven't lost at all. $1 of my money in it's gonna be 4 weeks. Cheers to that. So, just to finalize this thing with what happened to that individual, Brandon, you're not alone. Just forget about it. It's going to kill you. It's going to destroy you. The more you think about it, the more you fantasize about that jackpot, the more you have nightmares about what you did, all the mistakes you made that night, the more it's going to kill you. So, hey, you can't take it back. You can't go back and get your money. So just move on. Just pretend that, hey, whatever, man. Water under the bridge, Water under the bridge. Forget about it. Your health is more important. You're not going to sit there and get all pissed off and your nerve shot over what? Money? Hey, money comes and goes, okay? Money comes and goes. But health, more important. That's why I got to start working on this thing. I got to start working on my health. Man, I was doing so good. When you have a busy schedule, I know this is not an excuse, but when you have a busy schedule, it's kind of hard to focus on a routine on diet and exercise. But I think I got to start doing it. So anyway, losing sucks. Think about it. It's time for us. If you're not learning from your mistake, that mistake you made, the mistakes that we made gambling, that big loss, hitting rock bottom, losing the money that we weren't supposed to, walking the shame. Think of it as a gift. Think of it as a gift from God, because it's giving you the opportunity to learn from that mistake. Because if without going through that moment, you don't know how it feels. So I can be talking right now for those that don't gamble, don't know what the walk of shame is, never hit rock bottom, never done what Brandon did 5,000, even 5,000, 3,000, 4,000, whatever. You don't know what I'm talking about unless you lived it. So think of it as a gift from God that you can experience that type of experience. But if you don't learn from that, then I don't feel sorry for you. If you don't learn from that, you have to learn from that. Always learn from your losses, ladies and gentlemen. Always learn. That's why when I go and I take a budget, easier said than done, but when I take a budget, I know that that's it. This is after my high rolling. This is when I'm just a regular civilian gambler, I want to call it. I take the budget. Max $1,000. I know I'm gonna lose. I know chances are I'm gonna lose 9 out of 10 times, probably. I'm ready for the loss. I'm ready to come home with an emptier wallet. So I'm kind of preparing myself for that. But at the same time, if it happens, hey, be aware. Be aware of that moment when it happens. Because when it happens, you gotta know it. You gotta take it. You gotta take it, and you gotta run out the door. That moment, be aware of that moment. I don't care how energy filled the room is. I don't care if you're drinking and you're getting buzzed. I don't care if you're trying to hook up with a nice looking woman next door, next to you. Always be aware of that moment. Take it if it's given to you, because it really doesn't happen that often. Just know that. You just hit a lottery ticket. All right, guys. Well, a late post today, but I thought I'd post this one up today for you guys to enjoy in the evening times. I'm all over the place when it comes to posting. I feel like when I'm not pigeonholed to one specific time slot, I'm more free to create, randomly, and it gives me the space to I want to make a video right now. I want to post something right now. So my uploads are all over the place. It's all good though. As long as I'm uploading, as long as I'm getting the message out to my audience, my beloved audience. I love you guys. You guys are rocking and rolling. And Brandon, don't worry about it, man. You're going to be rocking and rolling very, very soon. All right? Don't worry about it. You're still breathing. You still got life. The skies are still blue for you. You got your health. You got people that love you around you. That's all that counts. It was your birthday. Oh, on your birthday too? No, I'm just kidding. But just forget about it. All right? Learn from that loss. Learn the big loss. One person commented, I don't think he's telling the truth. No, I know you're telling the truth. I can tell. Even through the words, I can tell when somebody's really being honest. Just the way your sentences are. Yeah, you're telling the truth. That's a heartbreak. That's something that you need to learn from. We all need to learn from. Anyway, all right, guys. Have a great week. Storytime slots. Like, subscribe, and share. Go out there. Be safe. And rock and roll. It's the power. It's the control. It's the discipline. It's everything that we need. In gambling. When we go to the casino, stop it. Let the casino demons take a hike. You're in control, not the demons. You're in control, not the eagerness to dump everything. Not the chase. You're in control, not the chase. Forget the chase. Don't think about the what ifs. Don't think about if I sat here. Don't think about, hey, that person sat on my machine and we hit a jackpot. No. It doesn't work that way. It's that second that you hit the button. It's not the machine. You know how I feel about slot methods? They can take a hike. All right, we'll see you next time, guys. Rock it. Hey, by the way. Give me one of these if you enjoyed this. Give me one of these if you enjoyed this. You want to call it a podcast? You want to call it a conversation, a show? Storytime slots. Talking about gambling. Talking about casinos. Talking about addiction. We're sharing each other through the comments. We're sharing each other's stories. What we've been through in the comments. It's what this channel is all about. Share it with your friends. Share it with your gambling friends. It's a different kind of slot channel. This is a different kind of gambling channel. Whether you like it, whether you hate it, whether you love it, I'm still going to do it. I'm going to make a t-shirt that says, money in your bank, gas in your tank, baby. You know the drill. We'll see you guys next time. Rock and roll.